they're still living. Izuru? Oh my god! He pulled out the blicky. Anime is so unserious sometimes. Please, somebody kill this man. Kill him. Why is he still alive? Is it that impossible? Figures. A special threat. Figures. Here in Yaku. I just thought it was Flash Step. I guess it's like the Quincy version of Flash Step. Yes, he would. He would engage without knowing who the hell he's fighting. That sounds like Ichigo. Or any anime protagonist. Shonen protagonist. Ah. We're ready for the war. Toshido! Ukitake! Oh. Hold on. Shinji? The visors are captains? That, the blonde guy. I think his name is Kenji. Kensho, something. The visors are captains again? You know, given how deep that grudge ran, I didn't think they would go back. Or maybe just the captains or the visors that were comfortable with going back to the Soul Society went back. I mean, I guess that's, giving them back their captain station is the best thing I guess head captain Yamamoto could have done for them. Considering he did get it wrong. I mean, yes, Aizen was a deceptive son of a bitch, but still, he got it wrong and these guys lost everything. Or maybe they just went back, I forget a grudge. They were living in a basement or like, not a basement, what did I say basement? A storage unit. I would forget any grudge. I'm going back. I'm going right back to the Soul Society. What is that? Oh, it's the title card. I didn't get what it said, but that was... What is the name of this episode? That's not good. He got it. He's like, I'm Uchigo Kurosaki. I'm built different. How many times I've and he threw that shit right back. Just toss Nell. Can you imagine if she missed? They know him. Well, it makes sense. Since he's probably like one of the only known Quincy's that have been around. Him and his father. As well as his grandfather. Silence is golden. Ciao. Do they have their own little, like, Bluetooth, like, their own little ear pod? I was like, what is that? Doot. I'm like, their technology is amazing. Doubtful. He's the main character. He's not dying.
Quincy, let's steal to you.
Let you steal. Listen, I'm going to butcher all of these German pronunciations, but granted, I feel like they're not being pronounced to the best of their capability. Do you use this? Did I miss this? Or was it during the Fullbring arc that I vaguely recall? Quincy Volstern Deek? Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher all of these names. What's this? Mr. I Despise Conflict? I don't have a name for him. I kinda wanna call him Pain 2.0, but it feels wrong to call him Pain 2.0 when I don't really know what he's about. Whether he's on his pain shit. What is this? Invade the Soul... Why is the Soul Society always getting invaded? They need better security. Oh, I guess the 13 Court Squad... 13 Court Squad... 13 Court Guard Squad. I'm forget it. I'm assuming they are their security. Does he have heels? Damn, he's fast. I always wondered how they can fly. Like in Dragon Ball Z, you had an entire arc on how they learned to fly. And this guy has wings. How do Quincy's? How do Soul Reapers fly? So they upgraded it. And I guess the version Uryu learned, yeah, exactly, was probably taught to him by his grandfather. Oh. Okay, so that tells me everything I need to know, even more so about the Stern Ritters. The fact that Uryu's grandfather knew about them and rejected. If he knew about them, then why did he not tell Uryu? It's the old theme song. Well, not theme song, but OST. But it's with a guitar rather than the piano. Ichigo needs a new attack. Oh shit. No. Slash our sword and hope for the best. Your form reminds me of Madara, his Susanoo. Holy executioners. Well, you guys are something else. The definition of fuck around and find out. Is he absorbing the reishi? What the hell is that? Who is that? What kind of monkey fist is that? That's the thing that like punched out all of the weaker lieutenants. They're still living? Why am I upset about that? I mean, yay, you didn't die, but I kind of want death. Ew. Its eyes. Ugh. Oh god. It is creepy to look at. You're about to get your shit rocked. Yep, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. KO with a one punch. Hey, it's his father! They have a whole ass library in their house. I guess he has the money when you own a hospital, but still. Well, you would think it has something to do with him. Exactly, he's a Quincy. They might come after your son. Oh, it's you two again. Yuki and... Okay, yeah, Shino. Ah, I do. I recall from when we first met Uryu, the Quincy's would destroy the Hollow, while I think the Soul Reapers would perform Konso or something like that, and send them back into the Soul Society. Something like that. I think they were trying to maintain the balance, and killing them disrupted that balance. I think. Yeah, I think they went I think it was Urahara that went over that. I think. Or maybe it was Uryu who just gave Ichigo the history lesson. Yeah. They destroy the soul. So that's why they're destroying more of the hollows in the world of the living. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Was he on his Kisuke shit? Where they only give you half of the information, let you figure out the rest? It cannot be found here. You couldn't just tell him, it's not in the library. It's in my office. Was that so hard to tell the kid?
ソウルソサイティ側は何度もクインシーに対して
I
対話を
love
持
this
ちか
soundtrack. This guitar.
け戦う以外
I
に道は
mean-
ないんだ。死神とクインシーは。
Uh-oh. I wonder if Uryu is on his Sasuke-ish. Well, no, he already knew that the Quincy's were wiped out. So no, he's not on his Sasuke arc. Finding out his entire clan was wiped out.
戦争だ。戦争というのはどちらも正義だから起こるんだ。
I remember something like this in Rurouni Kenshin, when Yahiko asked Kenshin if they were right after they won the war with Shishio. He had an answer similar to that. He was the one responsible? Oh my god. Right? Consult someone before you just off an entire district. Ugh. And then he hit it? Okay, it was done intentionally, but that doesn't mean you go behind the head captain's back and wipe out. It's not that big of a loss. You wiped out an entire district. Exactly. Let them know the Quincy's are coming. Oh, so he knew? Yep, No, I'm sorry. I don't fully buy that. Oh, they fought. I'm sorry. I don't fully buy that because just because Uryu shows up, that doesn't mean, oh my god, he's hulking him. First you had the Avengers turn, now they're hulking him. Anyways, I don't buy Kurotsuchi's excuse for that because just Uryu showing up isn't enough to say the Quincy's are returning. But this would have been actual evidence that oh my god, did she just die? They just stabbed her. I am making so many Naruto references, but that reminded me of when Madara just stabbed Tsunade through the chest. What is that on your head? Oh my god, a piece of his face just came off. Ooh, falcon wings. Oh god, it's so ugly. His heels are fabulous. Oh! The creature's eye, the Minotaur's eye, are in the wings. What is on your chest? Oh my goodness. I take it back. Now he needs to die because he's hideous. Oh, no. Where's Ichigo? Hello, Ichigo, where'd you go? Just because those girls stepped in doesn't mean you disappeared. Get back here. Then stop. There you go. Is this Ichigo? Finally. I'm like, where'd you go? Ooh. This choir singing in the background, man. Well, he was labeled a special threat for a reason. Oh god, these... He literally picked up Don Chaka. You could have left him. I can't stand these two characters. They're so annoying. I can do without them. They add nothing. They're not even comedic relief. I think that's what bothers me. It's plain and obvious they're there for comedic relief, but they're not funny at all. So it just makes them annoying. Oh shit. Pain 2.0 just showed up above. He really is Pain 2.0. He showed up above the Soul Society, kind of like Pain did with Konoha. Oh, is he about to find about the woman who should have been his mommy? Who's your mommy? who could have been your mommy, who was supposed to be your mommy. That might be a spoiler, but I do know about that a bit.
心配はいらないよ。
Anytime they say there's no need to worry, oh yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're just. Is it raining Soul Reapers or raining Quincy's? This man keeps saying conflict is he on his I want peace shit, but I gotta destroy all of you to get my peace? Rukia! It's the first time we've seen her. It took us 3 episodes to see her. I guess he's about to get promoted since Sasakime died last episode. Who are all... The fact that you're like 6th seat, 4th seat, 5th seat, they're about to die. Izuru? Oh my god, they took off another hand! Oh my... He's not dead. They don't... Oh... We saw this happen in... Oh my goodness, we saw this happen with Aizen. I literally watched... oh my god, they just blew his head off! Yeah, we saw Toshiro get his shit sliced in half. Gin sliced Hiyori in half. Actually, I think they did that different in the anime. Either way, they all lived. So I'm holding out on hope that Izuru is going to live. Oh, so it's revenge? It's not, we're on our peaceful shit. They're, you know, you purged us. We are the survivors, so now we're coming back in vengeance to purge you? Is that what we're on? Vengeance cloaked as... Actually, no. They haven't really said that they're presenting anything other than vengeance. So maybe not. Maybe they're not using some noble, higher aspiration reasoning behind attacking the Soul Society. Because the fact that he specifically said purge, and the fact that the Quincy wipeout, the genocide, was referred to as extermination, I think it is just straight up revenge. Oh my god. They started an episode with that to trigger me. I swear they did that to trigger me. Shoes on someone's bed. Whether it's yours or a stranger's. Or a friend's. That is just so rude. The shoes you trek through the outside world on your... Oh my goodness, all the death that's been in the first 2 episodes. And the death in the 3rd episode. Is Izuru dead? I'm still stuck on that. We are not really having a full-on recap just 3 episodes in. Anime is so unserious sometimes. So unserious. I'm annoyed. Okay, I would understand if you put like a recap on like 6 episodes in. Do your little recap. 7 episodes. 3? I gotta admit, I don't care much for this opening. If there's one thing Bleach always had was... Well, maybe it's their endings. Like, I still remember they had the best endings, especially the one in the endings that were featured in the arc where all of the Soul Society captains went up against the Espada. They had change. Okay, I can't remember all of them. If I hear them, I can't remember the names of all of them, but if I hear them, I can see it. They're just so engaging. This is not doing it for me. Don't get me wrong. This opening isn't necessarily bad. It's just not necessarily good. This could have been kept. Damn, they're everywhere. Oh my god! All the death! Oh my god! Oh! Izuru really is dead? 25 members. Oh my goodness, all the dead bodies in the street. Over 1,000 in just 7 minutes? Oh no. Kurotsuchi should have spoke up. Just because you spoke up when Uryu made an appearance, that doesn't mean you don't speak up when something else happens. If he doesn't do anything, then take matters in your own hands. But at least let him know. Oh, you're about to die. Oh, God. The death. These villains have come out swinging. Oh. In half. Even the glasses. His entire body. Oh, God, they put the title in the blood. Kill the shadow. Oh, the little hell butterflies. Is that Rose? I love his layers. Oh my. Why do they always leave? Why the nigga gotta look like this? No, but seriously, why the nigga Quincy gotta look like this? Oh. Oh, through the neck! Oh. Sternritter F. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. But I think I remember what his ability is. Yeah. Yeah. I know what he's doing. Okay, nobleman. You die noble. Oh. Renji? Okay, maybe he didn't die. Look at that. His bravery was rewarded. Granted, their cowardice was too, considering they weren't there. So, who else is dying now? Bambita. Oh, in half. Chopped in half. Sliced right through. Yeah, I never understood why. Why is he a dog? A fox? Whatever he is. You know what? As much as I love Bleach, there's a formula. They do this every arc. Everybody gets paired up. Ooh, that's a cool tattoo. I know it's not a tattoo, I'm just... Yakuya! Why would Renji hold back? That's just not smart, Renji. Bleach is so formulaic in the sense that they always pair up. Every arc they pair up their protagonist against their antagonist. They did it during the Espada arc. They did it in the Society arc when the Ryoka all invaded. They did it with when they invaded Ueko Mundo. They did the Fullbring arc. It never fails. Oh. Ooh. I always wanted to see them fight as a pair. As captain and lieutenant. Oh my, straight to the face. No mercy. Oh. It blocked it in the eye too. He reminds me of the girl from The Grudge. I forgot her name. Something with an S. See, that's the problem with when they pair up all these fights. There's always one fight you inevitably don't care about as much because you're not invested in the character. For instance, I don't care about this big fox guy. I don't even remember this captain's name. Toshida I care about, but to only a certain extent. So you're inevitably going to run into fights that you just don't care too much about. And they feel like they drag out, and you're hoping for it to cut back to another fight. That's what's happening right now. Ugh. See what I mean? And then it cuts to Soifon. And I find her so annoying. As well as Omaida. Both of them, just in different ways. But equally annoying. Okay, here we go. Now this is a fight I care about because I care about Byakuya and Renji. Yeah, I thought he says they steal the Bankai. You can blame Kurotsuchi for that. Look at Byakuya making the sacrifice call. Wait, are they all about to do the same shit? Why do they show all of them? Ugh, they're about to lose their Bankais, aren't they? And the only Bankais I care about are Toshiro's and Byakuya's. I mean, if Soifon loses her, something Bachi, I don't care. And if the Fox, I don't care. Her Bankai is so phallic. It screams everything I need to know about the character. Where did they get this technology from? Who made this? Let me guess. It's gonna be revealed that Urahara made this. Doing shit he was not supposed to be doing. Speaking of Urahara, where are they? Ichigo and Kisuke? Have they not finished off Stern Ritter J? This reminds me of the filler arc of the Zanbakuto. The when the Zanbakutos all turned on their masters. So, okay, I'm guessing they were thinking if they steal the Bankai away, there must be a way we can get it back. But if they steal it, isn't there... I mean, there's no guarantee that even if they steal away a Bankai, you can still get it back. And if something's stolen, there's also... The word steal would mean that you can get it back. Whether it's sealed away or stolen, that implies there's a way to get it back. I know your ass isn't talking. The reason they did it was to for the greater good. They made the sacrifice play. Yo ass is the last one to be judging them, considering you sacrificed a whole bunch of people in the Rukon district for the greater good. So Kurotsuchi can spare me. Oh shit! Oh! He pulled out the blicky! Why is Kyoraku always fighting enemies with guns? I think he fought Stark and something with the L. Lily? His eye! Yes, that's how he lost. I remember seeing fan art with him with the eye patch. Renji. Okay, now that is stupid. Because now you know for sure what happens. Look at him. Look at him just walking. It's like the Grudge when she just walks towards you. Damn, all this death. They have cell phones that... I wonder if they use WhatsApp. That's how they were able to call through dimensions. I need a name for these phones because why is it a flip phone? Why not like an iPhone looking thing? I'm gonna call it the Soul Burner. Can Ichigo hurry up and finish Stern Ritter J? Serious? We're getting slaughtered. They killed 1,000 people in 7 minutes. We're calling you long distance and using up our minutes. It's pretty fucking serious. Put us on through get Ichigo on the phone right now. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. Look at you, Urahara, doing something useful. Now I'm thinking about it. How did he know, his lieutenant know that Kisuke would be with Ichigo? So let me call Kisuke Soul Burner and let him patch me through. Okay, so if he's asking for it, I'm assuming he did not create this advanced piece of technology that can steal Bankai's. How does he set all this up? And I'm guessing the reason they can't steal that is, what the hell is that? Why did it close? He wasn't dead? We didn't finish him off? Oh my god, Chad. Is there a hole through both Chad and Orihime? Please, somebody kill this man. Kill him. Why is he still alive? Hello, you just let... Kisuke couldn't do something to stop that? No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Kisuke, what are you doing? I'm so annoyed. I'm annoyed by Kisuke right now. I understand you have an arrow in your shoulder blade. But you couldn't do something to take out... Why are you just sitting there? You couldn't take out Benihime and like slice it or slash it or do something to stop it? He's just sitting there. Is it like a... Does it paralyze him? I don't get it. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Why didn't Urahara do something to stop that? I'm confused. I understand he took it in the back. But unless it has like a paralyzing effect, I don't see why he wouldn't have been able to pull Benihime out and slice it and stop it. And why didn't they finish? I mean, check to make sure he's dead. I don't know what's more surprising to me. The level of technology they have access to. Or the fact that Kisuke was utterly useless. And when I say utterly useless, I don't mean he's useless. Ugh, it's just so frustrating. Anyways, these last two episodes, the one thing that remained the same was the level of death just everywhere. Rest in peace to Izuru. He was Gin's lieutenant, so captain and lieutenant are reunited. I don't know where Soul Reapers go after they die, so they're reunited wherever Soul Reapers go after they die. But the Soul Society's being invaded. It feels like this happens often, but I think the only reason it feels like that is because of the filler arcs, because I know in the Bount arc, they were invaded. For like the first arc, we saw that it was our guys invading the Soul Society. Ichigo, Uryu, Orihime, Chad, Yoruichi. Well, technically Yoruichi was just going back home, but still, you know, invading. And then the filler arc right after that, the Bounts invaded. And then in the next arc, there was no invasion there. But you did have, I believe, Ukiura managed to make his way into just... what is it called? Where the cleaner goes? And he managed to kill the two guards that was escorting Orihime. So that's technically invading. Not really, but technically. So there wasn't really any real invasion in the whole Espada. From the introduction of the Espadas to the introduction of the advisors, the Arankars, all that, no one really invaded the Soul Society. So I guess that was the arc where they were spared of that. And as well as the Fullbring arc. However, there was filler arc where no, they weren't invaded in those arcs either. The arc with the the doppelgangers in Mod Souls, that wasn't really an invasion, and neither was the Zanbakutos going haywire. I guess it just feels like there's always some fuck shit happening in the Soul Society. That's just what it feels like. So I guess that's why it feels like the Soul Society is always being invaded. But anyways, rest in peace to Izuru. We just lost Sasakibe. I feel like they were both fringe characters. Izuru less so. I guess I don't know if that girl from the 3 beastie, whatever you call them. I don't know if she died because she got stabbed in the chest, but then one of the other chicks picked her up and ran with her. So maybe she's still alive. Unfortunately, because if there's someone I'm looking to die for, it's those three because they're just annoying. As well as Dondachaka and his little friend. Those two, they can go. Characters who annoy me, I feel less inclined to want to see them around on my screen. So you can lop them off. As for Uryu and his dad, I at first thought, oh, this is, a big revelation for Uryu. But as I was watching, I recalled, no, not really. I think he was the one who told Ichigo what happened, or it was Kisuke. One of them two told them, or maybe Rukia. One of those three told Ichigo the history of the Quincy's and the Hollows. But I do know, or at least recall, Uryu was aware. So I initially thought that this was his first time learning about the genocide. And I'm like, oh no, he's on his Sasuke arc. But I am curious to see where Uryu is going to fall on this. But given that Sternritter J stated that Uryu's grandfather, Soken, I believe his name was, I think his name was Soken, his grandfather, rejected their ways. Maybe once Uryu finds that out, or maybe just because of the violence they're bringing to the Soul Society, that alone, their actions in the present day, probably makes Uryu feel less conflicted about whether or not he would. I mean, I guess he can empathize with everything that happened to the Quincy's, but at the same time, it doesn't mean he has to join them. So I do wonder how Uryu is going to fall on this, as well as his father. But granted, I feel like his father's just I want nothing to do with either parties. Just leave me be. Let me run my hospital, or maybe he owns a hospital conglomerate, because to have a library in your home, that's rich. It's one thing to have a section, maybe a room dedicated to your books. That's fine. But an entire 2-story library seems excessive, seems like wealth. And as for Kurotsuchi taking out all those people in the Rukon district, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I care about the little people, because, we don't see the story through their viewpoint. It's more so the fact that he made a unilateral decision not to tell the head captain because of how he reacted to the news of Uryu. I feel like the circumstances behind Uryu's appearance during the Soul Society arc is vastly different than Hollows dying at an exponential rate, is essentially what I think was happening. Hollows were disappearing, I feel like, because they were trying to disrupt the balance. I feel like that's actual evidence that a move is being made, because I feel like the head captain probably would have known that the Quincy's were still kicking, because I guess there's just 3 of them. It was Uryu, his grandfather, and his father. So I would imagine it's just 3 of them. Who cares? Leave them be. But no, he would have known, because Kurotsuchi says, because you failed to kill that guy 1,000 years ago. So he was well aware that they were out there, but maybe because Uryu's grandfather was against their way of looking at the world, or against whatever plans they have, or I think he said their evolution is what he was against. Maybe the head captain knew that, and he knew that the Ishidas were something. They were different. They did not take part in that. So he left them be. Just because he did not do anything the first time does not mean he would do nothing the second time. Granted, this is the head captain. He's made some very sketchy calls that sometimes you have to question, whose side are you on, sir? You have made some really, the call on Rukia. How did you not peep something was fishy with Rukia when Central 46 kept moving up her date? Everyone's wondering what's going on there, and you are just oblivious to everything going around. Granted, it could just be his age, but I mean, I guess I understand, to some degree, I understand why Kurotsuchi kept it now that I'm thinking about how the head captain has always kind of gotten it wrong, in a sense, like his judgment hasn't been always sound, or how he calls a situation hasn't always been sound. So maybe that's why he elected to keep that information to himself. But I feel like at least let him know. Like, at least let him know just in case, so he has the opportunity to prepare or tell someone. Maybe things would have been different. Maybe he would have taken this seriously, because it's not just an appearance of one, but this is an actual action being taken, because it was clear that these Ryoka, it wasn't like all Quincy's. Like, the Ryoka that came in were human. One was a Quincy, the rest were just humans. But you know, it's just different circumstances. So I struggle with Kurotsuchi's decision not to. As I sort of struggle with all of these captains. I mean, I guess they're in the heat of the moment, so their short-sightedness of not realizing maybe other captains will try this method. So maybe let's use I forgot what it was called, that little PA system that Rangiku has, to let other captains know that, hey, I, Toshiro Hitsugaya, am going to be sacrificing my Bankai in order to gain this information, or have Rangiku, like something to that effect. But I guess, like I said, it's heat of the moment, so maybe they're short-sighted, that maybe to not think that other captains would elect to do that alongside their lieutenants, because I believe it was Soifon, even though I have no idea why she thought Omaida would be able to do something. I think it was her. She too lost her, because they showed 4 captains in the cut, and it was Byakuya, Hitsugaya, the fox whose name I never remember, dog, fox, whatever you want to call him, and Soifon was there. So I guess that was their thinking. I guess in that vein, all these captains all thought, at the end of the day, granted, Kurotsuchi sacrificed those people. He wasn't sacrificing anything that belonged to him in the same way that these captains were, but it's a sacrifice for the greater good. So I guess I see where they're coming. So I think that's it for these first 2 episodes. I'm eagerly awaiting for Kisuke to do something, because I do find it a bit... How do you not, like... I understand he has an arrow in his back, but I never thought Kisuke to be, like, weak or anything like that. I feel like he could have whipped out Benihime and maybe just blocked, or like did something to stop the arrow from going in, because he knows how important it is that Ichigo gets to the Soul Society. I don't know. I'm frustrated with Kisuke. I'm frustrated that they did not finish off Sternritter J. So hopefully we see Sternritter J take an L, like a final L. You know, goodbye, pack him up, because I'm tired of him at this point. The fact that he's still kicking after everything, after Ichigo, Ion, that big ass thing hulked him. I need him to go. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I enjoyed these last 2 episodes. I'm looking forward to knocking out the rest of them. Thank you so much for watching. Will Sternritter J die in the next episode? Hopefully. Because he's getting annoying. The fact that he blocked Ichigo's path annoys me so much. Hopefully he'll be able to use his soul burner, is what I'm calling it, to tell Kisuke to do something on his other end. You know, but maybe Kisuke gave Ichigo his soul burner, so maybe he doesn't have any more soul burners. Oh, maybe he can call Kurotsuchi's lieutenant and ask if he can do something on his end to get him out. Maybe that'll happen. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I truly appreciate it. If you enjoy this reaction, give it a like, comment, and if you do want to, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Be good.